Girl, it's Friday night. We ain't in a while on a Friday night. It's time to step out on this Friday night. You acting like an old lady. Well, you probably right. Let me look up in the closet, see what I can wear. Check the bank account. Let me see what I can spell, baby.
I'm a single mom of a 2.5-year-old. I've been split up from my ex for about 10 months now. I still get hit hard sometimes with the grief and the loneliness of it all. Like, I took him to the park and we were playing alone for a long time, and he was saying cute things, funny things, and I was texting my mom and my sister and, telling them what he said, and then another family comes and it's a mom, a dad, and a son his age, and they're all three playing together, and the kid says something funny and they both laugh and look at each other and talk about it, and I literally had to leave the park because I started sobbing because I grieve that life so hard. You can have all the support in the world, you can have the best parents, the best family, but nothing replaces that relationship you have with a spouse. Mommy. And your kid. And sometimes it just feels so overwhelming that it still feels so heavy. And that the guilt still eats away at me, even though I know it was the right decision. Just the guilt that I can't give my son, that life.
There are no phones connected. Connect a phone and try again.
It feels really heavy and really overwhelming still. And sometimes I just feel really tired. This is all to say, if you're doing this too, you're not alone. It freaking sucks. I don't know when it's supposed to get easier. I don't know if it ever will. I don't know if this is just the pain I feel forever. But if it is, I feel it with you.
Good morning. Happy Saturday. I thought I'd do a little chatty get ready with me. I'm feeling a little dark this morning. So, to be honest, I usually cope with just humor. But I'm afraid I don't even have that to offer today. I feel like I've been kind of vague with my current life situation. And that's because it's all still kind of new to me too. And I just needed a second to adjust. I've mentioned before, but my son and I are living with my parents right now. I'm kind of in the early stages of a divorce, and it quite literally sucks the life out of me. I was at my old house last night picking up the majority of what's left of my personal belongings. That was definitely emotional. It's this stage of going to the house, getting your things, seeing old photos, even just the familiar smell of it all, it just literally knocked the wind out of me. And so that was hard, but I did it. And then the icing on the cake was Breeze stayed with his dad last night. And so then I just left Breeze, and as a mom, that will never get easier, I don't think either. It literally just feels like I am leaving a limb behind. It feels so unnatural to not put my baby to sleep every night. So it was honestly just a hard day yesterday and hard morning this morning. But I also want to say this to anyone that's going through this or has gone through this or is about to go through this. You can do it. I am God's weakest soldier. I am so soft and I'm getting through it just fine. And if you would have told me that I was going to be going through this, I would have said, I can't survive it. I could not survive that. I would never be able to survive a divorce with a child. Like, that will literally kill me. That'll take me out. I was so wrong. Like, all of that to say, like, you will be fine. It's definitely been the most humbling experience of my life to have a 10-year marriage end and move back in with my parents into my childhood bedroom and lean on them for emotional support. But with that has also just come so much like growth and self-love, and it's been really beautiful and healing, all the good things too. I remember hearing this concept on a podcast once, and it has really just stuck with me throughout this entire process as well. And it's this idea that you can have two like opposite or contradicting feelings at the same time, and both can be true. So I feel like that's honestly what's gotten me through. Like, I have been sad, grieving, angry, bitter, but like at that same time, I have also been fulfilled, happy, joyful, peaceful, content. I can be happy and sad. Like, I can have both of those feelings and not try to push out one or the other. Anyways, I know I've been rambling, but I feel like I just always see people out on the other end of it, and they're like success stories of making it through and whatever, but like, I'm just kind of in the middle of it, and I just wanted to talk about how it feels to literally be doing the thing that's really hard, and to hopefully just like give hope to anyone else who's going through it too. Let you know that like you're not the only one going through it, because it can feel like the most lonely and isolating thing in the entire world. I just want to thank you guys for being here and being my internet friends. It's been like a very unexpected, fun community. So thanks for being here. Love you guys. Bye.
I got a call the other day from a client whose divorce I had finished up about 5 years ago. And that wasn't the first phone call. As a matter of fact, I had probably gotten 50 phone calls and probably just as many emails from her during the time period after the divorce, the 5 years. And here's the reason why. She wanted revenge. She wanted her pound of flesh. Her husband had left her for another woman, had left her with 2 kids, and he had gone on with his life. As a matter of fact, he had gotten remarried. He had got a good job, a nice house, nice car. Everything from the outside looked like he was doing quite well, and that made her angry because she was not doing well. But part of the reason why she wasn't doing well is because she could not let go. When you get divorced, you've got to put that behind you and move on with your life. And I understand there's going to be a period of grief. There's going to be a period of anger. All of those emotions will come to the surface, but at some point, you have got to let go and move on with your life. Otherwise, you're going to end up hurting yourself more than you're going to hurt the other person. Now, she may be able to get him held in contempt, may even be able to get him locked up, and that's going to give her some satisfaction, but it's not going to solve the real problem that she has. She's got to let go and move on with her life. When you get divorced, that's very important. If you can't do that and you hold on to that, it's going to cause you many problems in the future.
There's a reason that men make fun of single women.
And what reason would that be?
Whether it be a single mom or someone who's just chosen to never marry. And it's because they feel threatened.
Somehow I doubt that.
The more women who take that route, the less women there will be available to them. And they're afraid of other women looking at those women who are single and being like, oh, like she's actually pretty happy and satisfied, and then following suit.
That's an interesting theory. I'll give one that.
So they make fun of them and try to paint them in a bad light so that doesn't happen.
That doesn't make a lot of sense, does it?
And the reason men want a larger dating pool is not because they actually like women and want to find like their soulmate or someone they love they want to share their life with.
Oh, okay. So what is the reason?
They're afraid of being alone. Well, they are afraid of being alone.
Some perhaps, but a large amount of men are actually perfectly happy being single.
But it's because they don't know how to do things for themselves. They want a wife because they want someone to cook and clean for them and take care of everything and basically be their mother who they can also sleep with.
That's actually not what most men want, but by all means, go on with that narrative.
Nothing makes a man angrier than seeing an older woman who is single and happy. Before men come in my comments like, I am married. I am married to a man. But if you don't want to be alone forever, you're just going to have to step up because women are finally standing up for themselves and asking for more. And that more is what they've always deserved.
Granted, there are some men out there that do seem to enjoy making fun of women that are single. However, whether right or wrong, a lot of those women tend to make it a little bit too easy to do. But I digress. But do bear in mind that there are quite a few men out there that are actually choosing the peace of being single for a lot of the same reasons that women are. But I guess if one is going to worry about men making fun of women that are going to remain single, then I suppose one should keep that same energy for women that make fun of men for doing the very same thing.
And that wraps up today's episode of Manosphere Daily. If you enjoyed the content, give it a like. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified as soon as a new video is out. Share your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.